All right, we're going to get started here. My name is Chuck Williams, and it's my absolute privilege and honor to represent the Cepeda team tonight. I've been asked by Herman Petty Cepeda to lead the Monday night Zoom call for the time being. I'm honored to do that. I want to thank Mark Sinclair, one of the key people on the team, for getting us started here tonight. We have a great guest speaker for you. I'll be starting off our call tonight, going through some of the preliminary information, and then I'm going to turn it over to Christie, who's going to share her story and talk a little bit about the products. It is a product emphasis call tonight. On Wednesday nights, we do a business emphasis call. So if you're interested in the business side of Isagenix, we have a call on Wednesday, on a Zoom call, same time, same Zoom meeting, room, everything. But the call on Wednesday is more focused on the business and the income potential. We will share a little bit tonight about how you can get your products paid for, but that's about all we'll do in tonight's call. So we want to start every presentation with this disclaimer. It's very important as a company of integrity that we do this type of thing to stay within compliance. We're very strict on compliance at Isagenix, and I like that. I want a company that if I build one time, it's going to be here for my wife and myself the rest of our lives, but also my children and my children's children. And the Cougars have put a system in place to make that a reality. And one of the things is this disclaimer. We do things the right way. If it's not right for the customer, it's not right for Isagenix. That is a slogan that Kathy Coover has made famous. The statements of this presentation have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Isagenix products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. That next paragraph talks to you about the average amount of weight loss with our typical weight loss system we call the basic system. You'll see it's about 9 pounds. Some people do better, some people do worse. Men typically do better than women. It varies. But I will tell you this, when you put good nutrition in your body, it's amazing how your body reacts. And then that third paragraph is mostly about the income. We're not going to make a lot of income claims, probably none at all tonight. We will show you how to get your products paid for, just using a couple of basics of our very awesome compensation plan. Isagenix as a corporation is phenomenal. We just hit $6 billion in sales. So when anybody ever asks you, does the product work? Is it priced right? You can immediately, without hesitation, say, absolutely. Why do we know that? You don't grow to $6 billion in sales tricking people. This stuff works, and you're going to hear some great testimonies about that tonight and see some great testimonies. We've been in business since 2002 when John Anderson discovered what he believed to be a miracle product. It literally saved his foot. The story goes like this. He was bit by a brown recluse spider. The poison from that spider was affecting his foot. The hospital, the doctors wanted to amputate his foot. And as a nutritionist, someone who develops nutritional products for a living, he had developed products for over 600 companies, over 2,000 products that he had formulated for other companies. He said, get me out of here. Let me formulate something nutritionally that can get these toxins out of my body. And that's what he did. After research and experiments, he came up with what basically now is our Cleanse for Life. If you're listening to me in the UK, it's called Nourish for Life in the UK. It's called different things in different markets, but it's basically the same product. And I'll let Christy talk more about that later. But that was our cornerstone product. And when he developed that, he didn't want to sell it to one of the 600 companies he'd been doing business with before, because he had seen how they had tinkered with his formulas. They had cheapened them. They made it more profitable for the company and didn't necessarily get what he had formulated out to the masses. This product was more than about making money. This was about changing the health of America, people all over the world, actually. And so he recruited Jim and Kathy Cooper, who had a phenomenal track record in nutraceutical business. Kathy on the network marketing side, building a network, and Jim Cooper on the corporate side. And so the three of them combined to found this company in 2002. Over the last 16 years, it's been a storybook for Isagenix. It really has. They have become the gold standard of the network marketing industry. In my opinion, they're the only company I know of that has done everything right. Now, they're not perfect by any means. No one is. But they really have the heart and integrity to do everything right, and they've set the foundation in that formulation. Now, as of today, 16 countries. We just opened Belgium. I was talking about it before the call. One of our guys on our team played professional basketball there. He's actually on our call today, Bernard Hazlitt, and he's excited about opening up Belgium because having played there for a couple of years, he knows a lot of people. Later this year, we're going to open up Spain, and rumor has it later this year, we're also going to open up Korea. So those are the three for this year. Last year, it was the UK, Ireland, the Netherlands. That brought us to 15. By the end of this year, we should be to 18. We're doing a slow, methodical, very structured global expansion. So as you're checking this out, tonight's presentation is mostly about the product, but this is a product for the masses around the world, and Isagenix is the company to bring it to the world. Now, tonight we're going to cover several of our core products, but realize we have a product line for weight loss, we have one for performance, we have one for energy, we have one for healthy aging, and we have a separate category called wealth creation, which we'll talk more about Wednesday night. It's the wealth creation of Isagenix, and nobody does it better than Herb and Patty Cepeda and our team. So with all these things that Isagenix addresses, I believe all of us on this call can relate to one or more of these things. Isagenix's main goal is to help you feel better, look better, and have a healthier life. That's what it's all about. But that health is not just your physical health, it's also your financial health. So we have the Monday night call for the physical part, the Wednesday night call for the financial part, but we do bring both here at the Cepeda team. I do have Pam Benjamin on the line. She wasn't feeling too well today, but she said, Chuck, I'll be a trooper and share my story if you want me to. And I said, well, if you're up for it, let's go for it. I think she's got an incredible story. Pam, if you're not, I don't think you will be mindful of this, but I'd like you to share your age tonight and your story, because I think it's amazing how great you look for your age, and the story you have is just phenomenal. So share your story real quick before we get to our guest speaker. And you might be on mute. You are. Let me unmute you, ma'am.
Sure.
Try that again.
I was introduced to Isagenix about 15 months ago, and quite frankly, I approached it with a fair amount of skepticism because over the years, I had developed my own system for keeping my body in check. If I gained a few pounds, there were tried and true things that I could do to keep the weight off. But then about 8 years ago, my body totally betrayed me. My thyroid went bananas and hypo, and I suddenly shot up 20 pounds. 20 pounds on someone that's just over 5 feet tall and 3 dress sizes is just absolutely traumatic. So I had tried my tried and true things. They weren't working. So at the point that Chuck introduced me to Isagenix, I had pretty much given up hope and resigned myself to being a fluffy grandma. But I decided I would go ahead and try it. I didn't have anything to lose but the weight, thinking that, okay, this is going to be another shake that's going to taste horrible, and I'll just tough my way through it, and at least maybe I'll drop a pound or two. Well, lo and behold, I went down 10 pounds very, very quickly, and I will say this, the 20 pounds was gone, and it didn't take months, let's just put it that way. It was very fast, it was very comfortable, and I not only went down the 20 pounds, I dropped 4 dress sizes instead of 3, because a lot of my visceral fat vanished along with the way the products are formulated. My absolute favorite shake, actually I should say my absolute favorite thing is shakes, because you don't expect something that is so packed with nutrition to be that delicious. Now every 2 meals per day, my husband and I are both there with our fingers or with our squeegee trying to get every last drop out of the glass because it's always gone too fast. So the products are wonderful, they work. It's now been over a year, the weight is still gone, and I'm not fluffy anymore.
No, you're not. You're doing great. And it's funny that you say that because I'm a very positive person. I was kidding my wife just the other day, and I told Diane, I said there's only 2 times every day that I'm sad, and that's when I get to the bottom of my shake. I absolutely love the Isagenix shake. So Pam,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing with us tonight. Great job.
By the way, I will divulge it. I will be 66 this year.
Yeah, and if anybody has met Pam in person, she would win at the circus every day because nobody would guess that. You look great, Pam, so thank you. And ladies, if I ever ask you to do a testimony, don't worry, I won't ask you your age. I just happen to know Pam well, and I knew she wouldn't mind sharing. So, Pam, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Chuck.
This is Helen. I had the privilege of meeting Helen at the event. I guess it was the big event, celebration. She won the, let me mute you out there, Pam, where she won the Ice Body Challenge in 2017. And I'll never forget her emotional speech that she gave as they were doing the finals. And she talked about Helen is back. And she just talked about getting her life back. And it was so emotional. The whole crowd was with her. And when she won, the place went nuts. And she is now traveling the world representing Isagenix. And what a great transformation she's had. A couple others. These are a couple ladies that are actually featured on People Magazine January this year. And they're just 2 amazing stories. One lady on the right lost released over 400 pounds. She literally was just laying there waiting to die. And a friend introduced her to Isagenix, and it has totally transformed her life and given her life back. Two amazing stories. And now for our special guest tonight, I've had the privilege since I've been involved in Isagenix of watching this lady grow in the business. And she's one of the people I like to listen to when she's doing training on the Cepeda Morning Calls. And so when I saw it was her birthday this week, I said, how'd you like to do a birthday present? Let us all hear your story. And she said she'd be happy to do that. So, Christie, I'm going to turn it over to you. And please just share your story with us. We want to hear it, and then we'll let you talk about the products a little bit.
Okay, great. Thank you. So thank you for asking me to be on. I really appreciate it. Well, I know probably many people on here are looking at Isagenix as a potential weight loss solution. And that is not my story. But as you can tell from my transformation, obviously my body did transform. And I think that, I couldn't even believe that I had any transformation to be had, just to be honest with you. But I was in search of a health solution. And at the time that Isagenix was brought to me and presented to me, I did not ask any questions because I was at a place in my life where I was desperate for an answer. And I wasn't aggressively pursuing or looking for anything. It's just like the Lord just placed it on my lap at the right time. And I just said, tell me what I have to do. I'm willing to do whatever I need to do. And I was looking for a health transformation, not thinking that my body would do anything. So lo and behold, I purchased a system. And at the time, I had a lot of health challenges going on, a lot of digestive issues, a lot of abnormal cells, a lot of synthetic products that I was taking to combat all the negative things that were happening with my body, and all of those things that were going on with me actually existed at the age of 5. So from the age of 5 until about 6 years ago, I was pretty sick. And some people could tell from the outside, some people couldn't, because I've always been very petite, but I was functioning, on drugs, basically. I had always been in the health and wellness industry. With a birthday coming up, it's been about half my life, about 28 years that I've actually been in the fitness industry and arena. So I thought I was doing everything right. I've been a vegetarian since college, and I ate what I thought was clean. And believe it or not, before I started Isagenix, I never used any protein shakes. But I was a juicer, I was a vegetable person, and that sort of thing. So obviously what I was doing wasn't working because I was still ill. So after 29 days of consuming the nutrition, you can see that my body transformed. The scale pretty much stayed the same. I dropped 6 or 7 pounds of body fat, and I put 6 or 7 pounds of lean muscle mass on. So my clothes fit differently, and my body just kind of transformed to more lean muscle weight, even though the scale did not change at all for me. So that's my testimony.
Excellent. I also, as you were sharing pictures with me today, you shared a picture of your son. And I work with a lot of parents who want their athletes, their children to do well. They travel, they play different sports teams. And when I saw this picture, I was just amazed. Do you mind sharing your son's story with us?
Sure. Well, my son is 20 now, and he did start the system when he was 18. I can tell you, I don't think I think that was about 2 months on the products. It wasn't long. Yes, he did work out, but in the top picture, he's always worked out. And he didn't used to lift a lot of weights, but it seems like my internet is, there we go. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you're okay.
Seemed to fade out.
It was breaking up, but you're okay.
He's always been a long distance runner. He's a big runner, lifted weights a little bit. And so when he started consuming the nutrition, he did use the Isagenix Pro shakes. I asked him to pretty much just continue to do what he was doing as far as his workout regimen, not to change anything. And that's about a 60-day transformation there.
That's amazing. I guarantee I'll be using this a lot. So thank you very much for sharing your son's story.
And that bottom picture actually is taken at him in his first year of college. So
that's great. Well, congratulations. All right, so let's talk about some of these products. I want to have you kind of just walk through like you do. You've been in the business for 6 years now. You're an expert at these products. So just kind of walk our guests through the 5 core products. And for those of you watching this presentation, realize there's a lot more products than these here, but these are our core products we want to cover on tonight's call.
Sure. Okay, I'll start with the Cleanse for Life. The Cleanse for Life people can sometimes be a little leery of, and what we like to say is this is not a poop cleanse. I've done many of those, and they are not pleasant, and this is not that. What this does is this is actually tons and tons of nutrients that you're flooding your body with. So when you're not actually chewing on food and consuming food, you're actually consuming the Cleanse for Life, and it's helping your body go through the natural detoxification process at a cellular level. So you're getting full doses of berries and licorice root and aloe vera, and you're just consuming this for about a 48-hour time period, in addition to some other products that we have, and drinking water, and really getting to the root of the toxicity at a cellular level. What I tell my people when I coach them, I say, it's like when you go out and weed in your garden. If you don't get to the root of the weed's just going to come right back up. So what we like to do is get to the root of the issue, which is toxicity, and this is going to help your liver speed up and use your natural liver detoxification process to get rid of all the toxins at a cellular level. And you'll be doing that through urination, not from, going to the bathroom all the time. So it's a very, very important component. And depending on what your goals are, what your health status and condition is at the time, it can be consumed different ways, depending on, what you've got going on and what your goals are. As far as the Isagenix shake, how that shake differs from the other shakes out on the market, one of the things that I really like to address is the processing of it. It's cold processed. So I believe that it's time sensitive as far as when you consume it. Since this is alive, we ask that you consume this within a reasonable amount of time, about 15 minutes. It's chock full of vitamins and minerals and nutrients and undinature protein, which means that the protein has not been tainted. It has come from cows that are been fed, just grass-fed. There's no hormones, there's no steroids, there's no soy, it's gluten-free. Completely pure with 24 grams. Our other shakes have a little bit more undinature protein, but the basic shake has got 24, and it's got 23 vitamins and nutrients. So it's also a combination of all these products, and the shakes is designed to alkaline the body. So that's another big point that I always hone in on, is that this is about changing pH levels of the body, and it is a full meal replacement shake. So a lot of times, if people are local here, I will use pH urine strips and have them test their pH levels before they even start using the Isagenix system. That way they can kind of have a visual throughout the process. So that's our very, very powerful Isagenix shake. The Isagenix Supreme, I must tell you, if I was stranded on a planet, on a desert island with none of these products, Isagenix would be the one that I would take. And it's hard to make that choice because I want them all. But the Isagenix is a major, major product that played a role in my health change. 6 years ago, I was going through a lot of transition in my life, and a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, all those negative factors that just affect your health and your sleep. And this is a natural adaptogen, so it will adapt to what your body needs, just like, i.e., any sort of synthetic product that you may be being asked to take, like I did, without any negative side effects. So the Isagenix Supreme will really give your body what you need. If you need to relax and chill out, it will let you do that. If you need a pick-me-up and better recovery after working out, it will certainly give you that. And you can tell just by the picture there, I mean, it is so full of all of those fruits, of ginger, again, of ashwagandha. A lot of these products you can look up, but these are products, some of them, that are very difficult to find. So we scour the planet for the best of the best of the best, and have very high quality nutrients in here. This also really, really helps with, releasing free radicals as well. So it's a vital piece of the program. The complete essentials with Isagenesis. I've done several posts on this, and I like to pick, points with each of these products here. That there's so many good things, but I like to hone in on what I believe is the most powerful. And with our essentials, the biggest thing for me is the absorption rate of the quality, because you can do your own testing with solutions and vinegar and stuff that's equal to the acid of your body. And I've done that. And over the counter and other, even not over the counter, other brands that you can buy, you know, from other marketing companies, they don't dissolve. They don't dissolve. And so these, your body is actually absorbing very, 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 very quickly, which means you are using these and getting all of the nutrients that are in these vitamin packets. And when you do the math, it's about $3 a day for an AM and PM pack. So with the product B, you know, Bill Andrews only partners with us. And with the product B, that is what helps you with healthy aging. And it extends your telomeres on your cells, which is what makes us age, you know, sometimes gracefully, sometimes not. But if you've got product B, you can age gracefully. So that's a big, 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 unique factor. So we also have, obviously, the iso-omegas and the fish oils and all of the other vitamins and minerals and nutrients that are vital, missing things in our soil that you can get with the complete essentials. So I think that's the biggest point there, is that you're actually utilizing everything that we are giving you, and your body is maximizing the benefits of it.
Well, Christie, as it appears to be with everybody I talk to at Isagenix, you guys are just wonderful at explaining these products. So thank you so much. You did a great job. And I was taking notes as you were talking, shared a few things that I really wasn't that familiar with. So great job. I think our guest realized that these products are just packed with nutrient and they're scientifically based. You just did a great job. So thank you so much.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I wanted to mention one real quick thing that I mentioned to you. Would that be okay?
Oh, go right ahead.
Okay. And I just wanted to take 10 seconds, because this is just another recent testimony that I had. And I don't know how many of you guys saw my live on Facebook this past week. And I'm not going to get into, you know, details, but recently, remember I talked about the Cleanse for Life, right? And the purpose of what it does. Probably, I think it was about 2 months ago, I had to go in for a routine procedure that did not involve Cleanse for Life, right? Okay. And because of my prior history, I have no issues, no problems, no nothing going now. I'm extremely healthy. But, you know, I was told that this is what I needed to do to follow medical protocol. So I went in and had this procedure done. All the results, everything came back fine. About 2 weeks after I had the procedure done, I got really, 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 really sick. A lot of discomfort, a lot of pain. I mean, it was just bad. And then this went on, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, something's going on, you know, whatever. So it kept getting worse, okay? And this has only been over the 2 month period. So about 3 weeks ago, I decided to do some investigating on my own, and I'm humble enough to reach out to other holistic nutritionists. After I did my research, I realized, and I'm 90% sure about this, I came to the conclusion that the prep for the procedure destroyed my gut, absolutely destroyed my gut. And so my body was having a very, very difficult time getting back to where it needed to be. And I was getting ready to go away for about a week. And so I knew what to do with some other training that I'm actually going through. I was just panicked because I was like, I don't have the time to do all this holistic stuff that I know to do. And so anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up getting a prescription, only used one, never used it because I had a major side effect to the prescription. And again, the only reason I did that because I was looking for a crutch. You know, we all do it and I'm guilty. But that was because I was going away and I was like, I can't be like this away. I cannot be like this while I'm traveling. So I took this whole bag full of herbal supplements and all this stuff and more of the Isagenix system with me. And it took me 1 week to aggressively pursue other things. And I flushed that prescription down the toilet and I was able to get my body back to a state of where it has healed itself. And so, you know, again, no claims. And I'm just saying that when you flood your body with nutrition, it can heal itself. And so that was a huge deal for me because I suffered recently for almost 2 months.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it very much. And it's good to hear you're doing better. So I want to thank you for being our guest tonight. And I'm going to wrap up the call with my own personal story. I'll keep it short, but the fat guy on the left is me. Before Isagenix, I had actually lost a little bit of that fat before I got involved in Isagenix, but released 22, then 25 total pounds with Isagenix. And like Pam said, it was a very relatively short period of time. And it was without exercise, which I wasn't proud of, but I just wasn't exercising before I got involved in Isagenix. Didn't see any need to get into the habit of exercising. Didn't really want to, so I didn't. But I still released 25 pounds in total. Got down to my high school football weight. Felt great, but really wasn't very toned or built. And so then I started craving exercise. I guess good nutrition does that to you because I sure never craved it for the last 30 years. But then my wife and I joined the gym. And I think it was being around so many healthy, energetic people that I wanted the energy that they had. So I started working out, and in a very short period of time, was able to get back to literally my college body. And it's been absolutely amazing. People in the gym, I literally had people in the gym come up to ask me if I was juicing, using steroids. And I said, no, I've got phenomenal nutrition I'm taking, and now several of them are using our product. It's amazing. So that's my story on the product. And now I need to ask you how much you're spending on food each day. So as a guest on a call, I just want you to think about that for a minute, how much you're spending on food per day. Let's add up the grocery store bill each week. Let's add up any stops at the Starbucks or any coffee shops, donut shops, bread places, cafes, quick store, quick shops, 7-Elevens, quick trips, whatever you have in your neighborhood. Add it up. Figure out what you spend on a daily basis. I think you're kind of be surprised at how much you do spend on food. Sodas, snacks, the works. The typical person, it might be $20, $25 a day on food, believe it or not. Some people spend that much on one meal on an evening and close to that on a lunch. And so once you've got that figured out, then you need to figure out which pack is best for you. Now on the Wednesday call, we're going to share with you why we think the ultimate business pack is the absolute best one for building the business. For customers, in most cases, I have found that the value pack is the absolute best one for them. In fact, the company, Isagenix, has stacked the deck so much in favor of the value pack that if you do the math, you're really cheating yourself if you don't get the value pack when you're getting started. And then we've got more basic packs, the premium pack, which has most of the basics you need, and then the very bare bones 30-day weight loss system, which we now call the basic pack. Those are your 4 major choices when getting involved. Now, you might say, well, Chuck, these are all weight loss. You said you had healthy aging, you had performance, you had energy. We do, and we have product packs for all those different categories. But as the Cepeda team, we focus on the weight loss system first, because even if you are very thin and don't need to release any weight, you need to get the toxins and junk out of your body. So the weight loss system is the way to start a new person. And so then you just go with the person that invites you to this call and let them explain to you the value of the different packs, and you choose the pack that best meets your needs. I'll tell you without a doubt, the value pack is by far the best pack for a customer. They're going to get the absolute best deal value-wise. They're going to get the most product for their money, and it's just an amazing assortment of products that the company's put together. In the value pack, you get basically your 30-day weight loss system. Oops, hold on just a second. I took a little note here on all the things they added into this thing. It's amazing. In addition to the 4 packets of shakes that you get with the 30-day weight loss system, the 2 bottles of Cleanse, the Isagenix, the Cleanse support system, all those things that you get in a basic pack. With the value pack, you also get a box of Ice-Lean bars. These are full meal replacements, or you cut them up into snacks. They're phenomenal, lots of choices. You've got your Whey Thins, which are snacks, kind of like chips, but healthy for you. You get your Isa Delights. Anybody who's been involved in Isagenix for any time at all, if you've ever done a cleanse, you don't want to do a cleanse with Isa Delights. They're just a nice, small chocolate, but it's healthy, and it's actually scientifically formulated to help you trick your brain into being totally satisfied to where you're really not hungry on these cleanse days. It's amazing. E-shots. I've heard people talk about the shakes and the Isagenix being their favorites. It is so hard to pick, but E-shot would be near the top of my list. The Isagenix greens. I put some greens in my shake every morning, and that way I know I'm getting the right amount of greens for my life, and I never was before, I promise you that. Complete Essentials with Isagenesis. My wife and I have been taking that for months and months. literally a few months ago, I noticed my hair. Now, we don't claim it grows hair back because I'm still balding, but the hair I have is actually changing back from the gray that it was turning back to its natural color that it was. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm not dyeing, I'm not coloring it. It's the nutrition I'm taking. It's absolutely amazing. You get an event coupon. So as a customer or an associate, you get a $75 coupon to one of our major corporate events. It's just amazing. You get a $25 product coupon for your next order. You get 2 free enrollment codes that you can use to help get a couple friends start the program with you. So the value pack is by far the best pack for customers, without a doubt. Now let's talk about how you get that paid for as we wrap up today. And it basically is as simple as you share, they share, repeat. When you share and someone buys an Isagenix pack using your enrollment code, your ID code, you become the referrer. You become the person that referred it to them. So the computer tracks that and you get paid. On a small pack, you get paid $25. On the ultimate pack, it's $150. On the value pack, it's $100. Don't worry about all the numbers. Just realize the bigger the pack they buy, the bigger the product introduction bonus you're going to get as an associate or even as a customer. But as a customer, you don't get paid in commission like we do as associates. You get paid in vouchers. And so you can use those vouchers for future Isagenix purchases. So in this example, if you got a couple customers on the value pack, you would earn $200. If you did both those value packs in the same week, the company gives you a bonus for that. It's called double product introduction bonus. So that 200 would become 400, and now you've almost completely paid for your value pack right there. Also, right now, between now and May 27th, we've got what's called double rank advancement bonuses. So if you get at the rank of consultant, which is having 2 customers, one your right, one your left, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details on right, left. We'll explain that later, but that's where the long-term residual income comes in. But short-term, when you get 1 customer on your right, 1 customer on your left, you become a consultant. When you do that, it's normally a $50 rank advancement bonus. But between now and May 27th, it's a $100 rank advancement bonus. Pam Benjamin on the call, she gave her testimony earlier. She helped Maureen out in Colorado get started today. Maureen signed up her husband and her daughter, and so she earned $100 double product introduction bonus today. So it's amazing how quickly a person can pay for their products. So in our short example so far, you got 2 customers starting the same week, both bought value packs, you became a consultant, and you earned $500. How is that? That is amazing, isn't it? That almost completely pays for your value pack. Absolutely amazing. Now, when you help your customers become associates and they become consultants, you get a $100 customer consultant development bonus. This last week, I earned 4 of those. Pam just earned 1 today. The company is willing to pay them out to your first 20 consultants. So the first 20 people that you help become a consultant that you personally enroll, the company pays you $100. So in this example, with 6 people, 2 customers, and they each get 2, you've now earned $700. You're in the black as far as product goes, and you've got a whole value pack that you're eating and enjoying and getting healthy with. Now, if you happen to do that, what's called Crystal Manager, in your first 60 days of becoming an associate, you get another $250 bonus. So now, between now and May 27th, you're about $950. It's $900 normally, but they got an extra $50 for consultant bonus. So not only does that completely pay for your value pack, but it pays for your first month if you decide to buy a lot of products your first month, because you don't have to buy a huge pack your second month. You quickly get into maintenance once you hit your health goals. So now my last question as we wrap up is, when do you want to start seeing these results? Wednesday night, we can talk about financial results. Tonight, we're talking about physical results. When do you want to start seeing them? I recommend you start seeing them yesterday, last week, a month before, but that's not possible. You're just hearing about it. So what you want to do is get back with the person who invites you, get your account set up, and order your product. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you've got absolutely nothing to lose, nothing to risk. And this week, through Sunday, the company, through April 29th, is running a free shipping promotion. So if you order a pack or products with 150 BV or more, you get free shipping. That can be up to a $50 value if you buy a bigger pack. So ladies and gentlemen, you are being exposed to Isagenix with the best team in all of Isagenix. It's called the Cepeda team. Wealth creation. In fact, if you go to the company brochure or doing the presentation, the Cepeda's picture is under the block that says wealth creation. Go to bstepfreelife.com and you can learn more about this. There's a video at the top. Once you become a customer and or an associate, you'll have an ID number and you can actually sign up on this membership site and get access to this site. Every Monday night, we do a Zoom call, product-based. Wednesday night is business-based. And I do want to tell you that Patty Cepeda is coming to St. Louis, Missouri to work with my team Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. On May 6th, she'll be speaking in a large church. That'll be streamed live around the world, so we'll make sure you have access to that if you want to watch. But it's going to be amazing the weekend. And I tell you that not to make you envious, but to tell you take advantage of it. If you know anybody in the Midwest of the United States, get them to the meeting on May 5th. You can go to besetfreelife.com, and the information for that event is there. There's a small price for associates, $5 in advance, $10 at the door. Your guests are free. So if you invite a guest to our meeting, make sure they have your ID number, and we will actually enroll them for you on the spot. Because in order for them to stay for the training in the afternoon, they have to be an associate. So get your guests, go to Facebook, go to however you get in touch with people, and start asking everybody who you know in St. Louis, and get them to our event May 5th. We've got a large venue. We can fill it up, and Patty Cepeda will bring it home for you. I promise you that. She's one of the best speakers in the world, not just Isagenix. So with that, I want to close with one more thing, and that is Express University. Express University is coming in October, and you might be saying, Chuck, that's a long way away. Well, it is, but it will be sold out very quickly. So if you're listening to my voice and you're interested in this as a customer or a business person, go to besetfreelife.com and order your tickets for Express University today. They really will not last long. So May 5th, Express University, free shipping. Last thing, this is the last week of the Rapid Reset double rank advancement bonus for director. Everybody got their clock reset on March 5th. So if you had never been a director before, you had the opportunity to do it again and earn the Crystal Director bonus. It's $750, and it's simple. It's 6 people that you help become associates. There's no charge to do that. They just go in the back office and sign up to become an associate. They watch a short compliance video and they're an associate, and then you help them get 2 customers. 6 people get 2 customers, and you're a director. When you do that, the company pays you a $750 bonus if you do it in your first 120 days normally. But on March 5th, the company did a reset. And so they said, okay, everybody gets a new calendar. Everybody has until April 29th to go director again and become a Crystal for recognition, but more importantly, to earn the $750. But because we're not giving you a full 120 days, we're going to spice it up a little bit, and we're going to double it. We're not going to pay you $750. We're going to pay you $1,500. And so if you become a director by April 29th, that's Sunday night, and you might be saying, oh, Chuck, it's too late. It's not too late. You can do it in a few days. It's 6 people that get 2 each. You simply help your 6 get started. They have to do at least 100 BV to be an active qualified spot, but you want them to do 150 so they get free shipping. It's a better deal for them. Get 6 people to do that, and then help those 6 get 6. Help those 6 get 2. Yeah, not 6 get 6. 6 get 2. You can do it. I know you can, and we're here to help you. So become a director by April 29th and earn not $750, but $1,500. And by the way, you still have until May 27th to become an executive. And if you do that by May 27th, which is simply 5 personal consultants on the right and 5 personal consultants on the left, you become an executive by May 27th. And the company pays you not the normal $1,000 Crystal Executive bonus, but they double that to $2,000. So for the next week and the next month after that, you literally have $3,500 in bonuses sitting on the table waiting for you. Oh, and by the way, every person you help become a consultant, that's another $100. So you're looking at $5,000 potentially just sitting there waiting for you to take it. And that's just the bonuses. That's not even our normal compensation. So I know this is a product call tonight, but I do want to make sure everybody knows that and give you as much of the week as I can to accomplish that goal. You can do it. I believe in you. God bless you. Christy, thank you, and Pam for being our guest tonight. And we'll see everybody Wednesday night for our business opportunity call. Good night, everybody.
Fantastic. Thank you. We're